and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Tuesday baseball on the show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Chicago Cubs. Biggest story in this one is just how dominant his pitching has been. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Coming up on the first pitch, and the pitcher for this one, Matthew Boyd. What do we have on him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command.
Now, this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
The second baseman.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And up next for Los Angeles, Mookie Betts. That one in there across the letters.
0-1's the count.
Turns and fires to Betts. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And that one hops the wall. The run comes in from second. The relay, but he's in there easily.
Comes through with the RBI. When you see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, I start wondering, and I'm looking on the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time 106.
Ken Griffey Jr. in the box now. No balls and a strike. Runner at second, nobody out. In for a strike, and it's 0-2.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. The batter now will be Will Smith. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon. Betts leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. On the ground to third, Birdie fires across the diamond, and they get the out on Smith. Aaron Judge at the plate. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
And ball 1 to Judge. Swings through that one out in front that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That missed by a lot. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And a breaking ball misses outside. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in game 1 of 2 in the series. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Flying around third is Betts. He'll score, and it's an RBI single. It's 2-0.
Picks himself up an RBI. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Miguel Rojas at the plate. Judge on the run. Throw to second. Save.
High leg kick hangs in the air, but he read it nicely. And now in scoring position to add on to this lead.
And a swing and a miss there.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Next pitch misses way outside. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
The next offering misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. Third foul ball in a row.
Hit hard on the ground to short. In plenty of time to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Back here with my pal Siggy. And on the hill, Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
Oh, a very solid ERA last season, just a little over 3. And when you've got a guy like that taking the mound for you, the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least, unless they're really struggling. So more times than not, when he's on the bump, you're going to win the ball game if you just do your part as an offense. So last year, great year. He wants to repeat that or even improve. And I think there is some room for improvement. He's got good stuff. It's just executing from hitter to hitter.
Swing and a ground ball. Tosses across the first. And they get Nico Horner one away. John Birdie at the plate. Yamamoto measures 5 feet 10 inches, 26 years old, and he was born in Japan. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Smith gathers, throws, gets the out. 2 down after the strikeout. 2 down, base is empty. David Ortiz getting ready to hit. Left field, way back there. That one's carrying. Gone. His 4th home run of the season. It's 2-1. Here's Kyle Tucker. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Second inning set to go. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Boyd back to work. Ball 1, no strikes. Swing and a miss at a slider.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
2 straight.
Ground ball to the right side. Oh, and it hits the base. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Batting it. The shortstop.
So up next, Derek Jeter. That one finds the zone. 0-1. The shortstop takes the ball. Boyd over to first. And he just got his hand in there. That's outside. And the count's even at 2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's the veteran first baseman. Breaking ball inside. Ball 1. And there's a foul ball. And that one missing low. Yoshida leads off first with one away. Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Everything came together for him. Good job getting the foot down so he could catch it out front and pull it. Turned on it nicely for the knock.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. Foul ball there. Kicks and deals. Yeah, that's fouled off. Here's the 0-2. Next offering misses down and away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out of a slider, and there's two gone. Here's Mookie Betts now. A double and a run scored his first time up. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And it's 1-0. And Mookie takes.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Lined into right. He's got it, and that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the second. And the batter now, Seiya Suzuki. Ground ball up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. No play, that's an infield single.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
In half up to hit. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swing and a drive. Half-Daddy connects. Deep right field. And it hits the fence. Lead runner around second. Right past his coach, headed for the plate. He scores to tie it up.
Well, that's a big swing of the bat, driving in the run with the two-bagger. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
And now it's Miguel Amaya right through there for a strike.
Man, you're playing with fire, starting him off with the fastball in the zone, but it didn't end up hurting him.
It's in and out of his glove. In comes the runner from third, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. Gage Workman, the next come to hit. Good power, not great in the OBP department. Swing and a high fly ball left field, pretty well struck. That's back there, and forget it. So he goes the opposite way with that one. His first homer of the year. It's 4-2. One out. Base is empty. Pete Crow Armstrong, the next cup to hit. Next offering is in for a strike. Still only one out here in the inning. Got him looking for the K. That's the first slider we've seen today, and it was almost unfair. So here's Horner now. He's 0 for 1. And that one in there at the knees for a strike. And it's 0-1. Towards first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here at Wrigley Field, and now Ken Griffey Jr.
You know, these Dodgers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across the score as well.
And that is downstairs. 1-2 to count.
Still relatively early, but with a pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Crow Armstrong moves after it. He makes the grab. And there's one down. And up to the plate is Will Smith. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
1 out, bases empty. And that's off the inside edge. Now 1-2. On the ground to third. Birdie fires over to first. And they get the out on Smith. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's some real power at the plate. Aaron Judge. Swings through that one for strike one. 2 outs, base is empty. The next pitch misses, and it's 1-1.
1-1.
And there's a hit.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Rojas now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. There goes the runner in the dirt. And that's a stolen base, not even close. This one in the air, right field. Tucker really on his horse for it. Can't get there. This one lands foul. On the ground, right side. And he can't come up with it. Gets off a throw. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. And we're back as we go to the last of the third. Now the number 2 hitter, John Birdie. And first offering is fouled off.
Been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His third inning so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
Line drive. Oh, he botches it. Still able to fire over, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. And here's the first baseman, David Ortiz. He's already homered in this game. First pitch misses.
Counts 1-0.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. That's down and in. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Tap dances out of the way of that one. And he walked him.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
The right fielder, number 30.
Man at first with one gone. So here's Kyle Tucker now. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Tucker tries to check his swing. Now a look to third, and he held back, according to Larry Bullard. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field now.
Got him. That K is his third of the game. Next is the designated hitter, Seiya Suzuki. Reached on an infield single his first time. Swing and a miss as he was late.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. It's his 6th home run of the season. It's 6-2. Ian Happ digs in now. New pitcher for the Dodgers, Alex Vesia. He's into the game with the bases empty. Lifted in the air, right field. Judge sizes this one up, brings it in. And that is the third out of the inning. On the show, as we go to the top of the fourth. Now it's going to be Masataka Yoshida.
The left fielder, Masataka Yoshida.
Not a lot of people know this, but this isn't the only Wrigley Field in MLB history. You know, when the league expanded and added the Los Angeles Angels in 1961, they played their first season at a stadium in LA called Wrigley Field, which had been the home of the minor league team of the same name.
Next offering upstairs.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
In the air to left center. Pat on his way over, and there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch. Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
One down, base is empty. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. The shortstop takes the ball. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can't forget it. And with 2 strikes, Derek Jeter blasts one out of here. His second of the year, and they cut into the deficit. So they bring on the veteran, Colin Ray. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. And now the first baseman, 1 for 1 with a single so far. In for a strike. It's 0-1. Ray goes 6 feet 5 inches, 220 pounds, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Iowa. Hit in the air, right field. Tucker pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
A little drop and drive on that swing. Backside collapsing just a little bit, trying to put the ball in the air.
Ohtani in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Next offering is fouled back. Two down, bases empty, but 1 run across. Top half of inning number 4. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. This ball's chopped on the ground. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here at the friendly confines. And now the catcher comes up to him. That one's in there. Strike 1. Check swing, called strike. And 1-2.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
That one hammered left field, back there. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's got a leadoff double in the 4th.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And now it's going to be Gage Workman. Swings through that one. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. And up next for Chicago, Pete Crow Armstrong. Went down on strikes his first time through. That one's in there, 0-1. Ball 1 there. Amaya over at second, 1 down. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Judge brings it in. That's out number 2. Nico Horner will come up to hit. He's grounded out a couple of times. In for a strike, 0-1. Swing and a chopper out to short. Zips it to first. Inning over. We go to the top of the fifth, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Mookie Betts.
Los Angeles, the second baseman, Mookie Betts.
Ray back to work. And there's a strike.
You know, these Dodgers, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90-plus exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
In the air, out towards left center. And there's one down. And next for L.A., Ken Griffey Jr. 0 for 2 in this one. That one ripped right center field. That ball's carrying. That one is gone. He'll circle the bases. It's 6-4. Bases empty, one away. Will Smith to the plate. That just misses, and that's ball 1. This one in the air. Birdie. He's there. He's got it. 2 away now. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. A gigantic blast. Second home run of the inning for him. It's 6-5. So 2 down. Now the third baseman, Miguel Rojas, has grounded out a couple of times. Ball 1, no strikes. The other way, and that's just foul. Two down, nobody on. They say to win.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next pitch misses, and the count now even up. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck. It at 6-5 now. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Kirby Yates.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Birdie stands in now and watches strike 1.
You know, these Cubs, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Out to short, Jeter. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. Here's a big power threat, David Ortiz. He's already homered here in this one. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Hard ground ball, base knock. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Now batting, the right fielder, Kyle.
Now here is Kyle Tucker. There's a swing and a drive. Way back there. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch. Next to hit, Seiya Suzuki.
The designated hitter.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Up and in, and that is ball one. And another ball.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
And a big swing and a miss.
Now, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Slides, but it gets by him. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Now, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Really protected with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting.
And now Ian Happ back to the mound. He's got it. 3rd out.
He's out.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the 6th inning. Now the left fielder, Masataka Yoshida. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th. And up next for Los Angeles, Derek Jeter.
Derek Jeter.
Right through there for a strike.
0-1's the count.
The Dodgers trailing by a run, and we're in the top half of the 6th. The shortstop takes the ball. That misses, and it's 2-2. Grounds 1 to short. Workman on to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. And here's the first baseman. 1 for 2. That one is absolutely belted. Crow Armstrong ranges back onto the track, and he makes the catch. Back here at Wrigley Field, here's the catcher, Miguel Amaya. And delivers outside. Yates, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, and he works in a slider. That's down and in, a slider missed. That one the other way. Bounces over the wall in foul ground. It's an automatic double. So digging in, Gage Workman. So they turn to their closer, Tanner Scott.
And that's a big potential run out there in second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
First pitch, and he just misses. Inside, just missed. Scott, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit.
Ball 3.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the bottom of the 6th.
Now, as a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field, and they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out.
I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Stepping in, Pete Crow Armstrong. And that one pulled foul. Step off throw to first. Workman back easily. Another move to first. And he's back again. Only one more disengagement left after that move. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Off balance speed. There's one. To first. Save. It's a fielder's choice and an RBI. So the batting order turns over. Nico Horner will hit next. 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts. First offering. Runner goes. Pitch in for a strike. Save at second, and that was not close. Runner on the go again. That one fouled off. Crow Armstrong, the runner at second with one away. That misses. Going to count 1 and 2. Stays alive.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
That's to third. Rojas slings it across. Now 2 out.
No, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough. Got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
So 2 down now, and here is John Birdie.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
And the pitch a little bit low. Ball 1. Pitch is in for a strike, and the count even at 1.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Just missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
On the ground to third. Rojas with the throw to first. Inning over, and it could have been worse. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, number 43. He's been so good against lefties. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. 1 for 3.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Hard hit right side. Horner over to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. Here's Betts.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the edge. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to try to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Junior at the plate now. That's ball 1.
1-0.
Next offering is in for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
2 strike.
And that one is downstairs, and it's 2-2.
2-2 the count.
And there's the ball. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Hanging in there pretty good against the lefty.
And a swing and a miss, and that's that. Here at Wrigley Field, set for the last half of the 7th. So up now for Chicago, David Ortiz. Scott, an all-star a season ago, 30 years old now, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2014. Now this is in the air down the line. Makes the grab, 1 away. Kyle Tucker, a.k.a. King Tuck, to the plate now. 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. High fly ball down the left field line. That one back there, and it gets into the corner, but it's foul.
Really nice swing as he gave that one a ride the opposite way, but it sliced just foul down into the corner. That had extra bases written all over it if it stayed fair.
Bases empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. That just misses, and the count 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. 3. Evan Phillips gets the ball now. He's pitching on 2 days rest.
Number 59, Evan Phillips.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Right through there for a strike. And that one is inside. Close, but call the ball. And the count is 3-1. There's a strike.
Full count.
Popped up, middle of the diamond. Betts. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Ryan Brazier.
Gets an opportunity to square off against his former team, so I wouldn't be surprised if he came out a little extra jacked up right here.
Will Smith now at the plate. 0 for 3 in this one. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
All ones the count.
Fought off foul.
Strike him out.
And that's
One ball,
down and away.
2 strikes.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it, on to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout. It's Aaron Judge now.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off of that jump.
In there, and it's 0-1.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
Oh, that's outside.
Seeing if he could get Judge to chase right there. Now 1-2. Hit on the ground to short. Workman. Boots it.
No, he's in there.
Miguel Rojas getting ready to hit. Over. Three with pinch hitter coming on. Max Muncy.
And he would be the tying run, Boog, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
And that one fouled off.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
The tying run at the plate.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
That misses. Now 1-2.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Muncy hits one in the air. Crow Armstrong should have it. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. And now, Masataka Yoshida. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Judge on the run. And a foul ball. Tying run at the plate. And he grounds one to the right side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly, but they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. So remaining in the game defensively, Max Muncy. He'll play third after coming into the game as a pinch hitter. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Ian Happ.
The left fielder, Ian Happ.
And ball
That's
one.
ball.
Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. Ranging back towards the wall. Pulls it in on the warning track. And here's the catcher, Miguel Amaya. Chopped to third, and that's a foul ball. That one outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. Next pitch is outside.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
On a line out towards center. Base hit.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Pickoff throw. Amaya back in standing. downstairs and outside.
Last two pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, you're going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
I got 3-0.
In the dirt, but kept close.
One more time.
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
Foul ball. Amaya over at first with one away. To the right side, and that squirts through. They get it in quickly, so first and second now, one out.
Back-to-back singles. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled.
To the mound now, they turn to Blake Trinan.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep him within striking distance.
At the plate, Pete Crow Armstrong. There's a strike. High fly ball out towards left field. Way back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Wow, that one almost got out of here. I know the wind's blowing out to left, but man, that almost pushed it over the fence. I bet hitters are trying to get the ball up in the air and hit it that direction. I know I would be.
And a little something extra at stake in this at-bat, as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Way out front for strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Porter Hodge.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Derek Jeter steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Just missed.
Ball 1, no strike.
And a foul ball. That misses the zone. 2 balls and a strike. Chopped to third,
Nope,
but it
foul.
kicks foul. Swing and a ball popped up. Ortiz. And it's caught for the out. And now the first baseman. Dave Roberts turning to his bench for a new bat. Freddie Freeman.
Man, it must be nice to pull a superstar off your bench, huh?
That's down and in.
1-0.
And that's a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. We've all seen the defensive shift make a big difference in defending against pull hitters, but it's not foolproof. He pulled it as expected, but he found a hole that time.
0-1.
Ohtani swings through it for strike one. Tying run at the plate. Fastball is outside. Swings and misses. 1-2.
1 ball.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
That smash towards center. Makes the grab on the run. And there are 2 down.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
Lifted to left, and that should do it. He's got a ball game, and the Cubs take the series opener here at home.
Sometimes you can flip a coin with these short 2-game series, but they came out, they got the first game, and that's all you want to do. You know you're guaranteed a split at this point, but now you got to turn the page and get ready for the next game. Perhaps you get a 2-game sweep.
A 7-5 final score in this one. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long